So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today our topic is physical plant and its equipments. You can see in this basic statements of a physical plant in a hospital where it is. So, how to introduction of physical plant, the meaning of physical plant, the term physical plant refers to the necessary infrastructure used in the support and maintenance of a given facility. That is known as physical plant. The physical plant of the pharmacy department is responsible for the renovation, maintenance, repair, and operation of facilities. It consists of location, floor space, equipment, areas and rooms, refrigerations, storage facilities, and general utilities. Now, planning of a physical plant and its equipment is there. It includes equipment planning, architectural design, control, environment design, other architectural aspects, example, plumbing, finishing, electricity, whatever it is required. The hospital pharmacist should be acquainted with the overall planning process. It consists of 3 parts: master program, functional program, architectural design and equipment programming. Now, planning is done in following: master planning, functional planning, and architectural planning. Now, master planning. Traditionally, master planning has focused on the acute care hospital campuses by identifying ideal location for expansion and addressing both infrastructures deficiencies and building obsolescence through a lens of future growth. In today's competitive healthcare industry, the process must also address how to leverage an organization's physical plant to support the full continuum of care and develop an ambulatory strategy that deploys wellness, primary care, and specialties. Now, functional planning is all successful hospitals, without exception, are built on a triad of good planning, good design and construction, and good administration. Hospital building differs from other buildings type in the complex functional relationship that exists between the various parts of the hospital. Third is architecture planning. Translate matter planning and functional planning into physical space, equipment, and furnishing. Architects gather information on objectives and goals of pharmacy department by attending meetings with hospital administrator, pharmacy departmental head, hospital pharmacist, and hospital building committee. Development of functional program. It includes following steps. First, determination of pharmacy objectives and plan of operation. Determination of functions to be performed. Determination of workflow and procedures. Estimation of workload. Determination of work areas needed. Determination of personnel to be accommodated in each work area. Determination of space, shape, furniture, equipment, and service needs of each work area. Determination of interrelationship between work areas and between pharmacy and other departments. Arrangement of work areas to maximize performance function. Designing of schematic floor plans to meet requirements. Evaluation of effectiveness of each design for meeting requirements. Review the above steps until an optimal design emerges. Now, location. You can see in the picture, a pharmacy is there. So it should be conveniently placed to provide services to all departments and personnel. The location does not matter as long as it is convenient. Another one is the concept of central pharmacy is being adopted. You can see in a map over there where the pharmacy is in a center place. The emergency department is there, medical surgery assessment unit is there, radiology day case unit is there, diabetes and respiratory outpatients, orthopedic and fracture clinic, nuclear medicine, wards, vascular tests. So pharmacy must be a center place. Further, they have accidents and emergency department, children outpatient departments, medical oncology day units, orthopedic, fracture clinic, outpatient clinic, ward, X-ray department, MRI, CT suite, pharmacy. They all to be incorporated, added in a physical plant. Setup pharmacy. A setup pharmacy is defined as a pharmacy in an institution which provides specialized services for the patients of the institution and which is dependent upon the centrally located pharmacy for administrative control, staffing, and procurement. There are no dependence, diversity of clinical services and distance from main pharmacy. Advantage of this: cut the cost on transportation, being able to respond to clinical needs of patient, enable the pharmacist to provide pharmaceutical services to patient, physician, and nurse. Pharmacy is available for taking patient drug histories, maintaining patient drug policies, and observing patient for drug reactions and toxicities. Now, floor space. The matter of space allocation to a floor is based on number of beds, workload of outpatients. The allocation on the basis of beds depends on basic estimate range from 10 square feet per bed in 100 beds hospital, 6 square feet per bed in 200 bed hospital, and on average of 5 square feet per in large hospitals. Areas measured in square foot or square inches, inclusive of walls and partitions. Requirement on the basis of bed strength. You can see a storeroom is there, dispensary is there, office is there, manufacturing of compressed tablets. If the facilities are available in such hospitals, such type of areas can be possible, but it depends upon the requirement of every hospital. Sometimes they can increase, they can decrease the space accordingly. With the evolution of pharmacy profession and emergence of new role of clinical pharmacists as a center of solution to all regulatory issues, varied functions and services of current pharmacy practice are being provided, ranging from standard type dispensing to unit dose dispensing, intravenous additive programs, drug information centers, extemporaneous compounding. All these demand for an effective method of space allocation. The space requirement of a hospital pharmacy is determined by following factors: variety and scope of the services provided, type of equipment used in the program, expected future expansions. The floor space is provided for following area: cleanup area, non-sterile mixing and filling, pre-packaging area, injection reconstitution area, labeling and inspection area, quarantine storage area. You can see in this picture that there is cleanup area, second pre-packaging area, non-sterile mixing and filling rooms, injection reconstitution area. You can see, understand when we discuss these one by one, you better understand. Labeling and inspection rooms. This room must be adjacent to the filling area. Quarantine storage, where first the drugs are received in a quarantine area. After quality assurance, it has to be shifted to the proper area of the pharmacy. Temperature controlled storage facilities. The drug storage temperature requirements are any of the following: refrigerator, cold place, cool place, excessive heat. You can see in this thermometer recording the temperature required in a controlled storage facilities. Refrigerator temperature ranges from 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. Cold place temperature not exceed to 8 degrees Celsius. Cool place temperature 8 to 15 degrees Celsius. Room temperature. Temperature need 15 to 30 degrees Celsius. Excessive heat, temperature above 40 is known as excessive heat. Drug storage and safety is the responsibility of the pharmacist. In large hospitals, the refrigerator is too small to accommodate the inventory requiring refrigeration. For this purpose, cold room is constructed. The cold room is artificially cooled area with a regulated temperature of 15 to 12 to 50 Celsius. You can see in pharmacy, the refrigerators are on the left side, drug storage and hospitals. Feature of the cold room are the walls of rooms may be constructed of concrete blocks or bricks. The door should fit tightly, no larger than necessary. The windows are double paned. The switch controlling the light should be on the outside wall near the entrance. An electric motor-driven, air-cooled Freon compressor unit is required for refrigeration. The blower is mounted in the cold room. The room can be equipped with necessary shelving, storage points, cabinets, and workbench. In a small hospital, the refrigerator or freezer or refrigerator with a built-in freezer component provides the facility. For large hospitals, additional refrigerators are used or is done by borrowing space in the large dietary walk-in ice boxes.